everyone, I welcome all of you on Gate Chemical Planet. I would like to thank all the dear students who subscribed my channel. So student, this is the series CTQ series 3, which is the concept through a question series in which we are discussing some questions and which is based on material balance calculations on absorber. So first we will see what is the concept behind the material balance around the absorber. First we will see what is absorption concept. So absorption is a method of separation of solute gas component from its mixture using another component gas with the help of suitable liquid solvent in which the solute gas is absorbed. So in solvent the solute gas is absorbed. Okay, so here the packed column is commonly used for the absorption. This is the picture showing the absorption column in which there is a packing material. Rashing ring and bird saddle are the packing materials used for absorption column, and it is a perforated plate here. So here feed gas is coming into the column, and from this side the solvent is coming, and after separation the gas is leaving out to the column and solvent is leaving out to the column. So this is the basic concept of absorption. Okay, so now we will discuss some more details about the absorption. The component gases helps to remove solute gases is termed as inlet gas with respect to absorption. So what is the meaning of inlet gas here? The inlet gas is basically the component gases which helps to remove the solute gases is known as the inlet gas with respect to the absorption. So here we will discuss some more details about the absorption column. It is a bird saddle or the rashing ring which is used as a packing material for absorption column. It is a perforated plate here. The feed gas is coming to the column. Feed consists of the solute and the inert gas, and here the solvent which is B is coming into the column. Okay, and after separation we are getting the leaving gas which contain the solute A, the solvent B, and some inert gas capital I, and the solvent which is leaving to the column consists of the A which is the solute and B which is the solvent. So this is the absorption column, and the second is the block diagram of the absorption column. So in questions we will draw this type of block diagram to solve the questions. So here feed gas is coming into contact with the solvent, feed solvent. Okay, and feed gas consists of the solute plus inert, and after contacting we are getting from the out in lean gas and the solvent which consists of some amount of solute also. So this is the block diagram of the absorption column. So now we will discuss how we will apply the material balance of inert gas. Basically the inert gas here is the tie component. So if there is a tie component present in the system, so first we will apply the component balance on the inert gas. So how we will apply the component balance or the material balance of inert gas? So here inert gas in inlet will be equal to the inert gas in lean gas or in the outlet. Now we will apply the material balance of solute. Okay, so solute which is present in inlet gas will be equal to the solute in the outlet gas. It means in the lean gas plus the solute absorbed in the solvent. So in this way we will apply the material balance for inert gas and also for the solute. So on the basis of this concept I explained here, we will solve some practice questions. Okay, so the question number 1 is, in the preparation of coking liquor for a sulfide pulp mill, an absorption tower is used for absorbing sulfur dioxide in a weak liquor. The weak liquor enters the tower at a rate of 30 liters per second from top with SO2 concentration of 0.5% by weight and leaves from bottom with SO2 concentration of 1% by weight. The gas stream entering the bottom of the tower contains 15% by volume of SO2. When the gas leaves the tower from the top, 70% of get absorbed. The pressure in the tower becomes 50 kilopascal and operates isothermally at 308 kelvins. Assuming that the liquor has a specific gravity of 1, calculate the molar flow rate of entering gas, and B is second part is volume flow rate of entering gas. So in this question a big data is given and small two things we have to only calculated. Okay, so according to the data given, I have drawn a block diagram for absorber here. So here in the inlet gas, what are the conditions given? The SO2 present is in 15% by volume. Pressure and temperatures are given. The pressure in the tower is 50 kilopascals. Okay, and it operates isothermally at 308 kelvins. Okay, so here for the calculation purpose I have converted into the atmospheric pressure. Okay, kilopascal into atmospheric pressure, and it is pressure P equals to 1.493 atmosphere and temperature is in kelvins, and the SO2 which is present in the inlet gas is 15% by volume. Similarly, the SO2 which is present in the weak solvent is 0.5 weight% and the SO2 present in the concentrated solvent is 1% by weight. It is given in the question. And lean gas is out from the absorption column. So I have drawn this block diagram according to the conditions given. Okay, so now let us consider X equals to kilograms per second of SO2 in concentrated liquor leaving the tower. Okay, and Y is the kilograms mole or kg moles, kilomoles per second of SO2 in gas entering the tower. Okay, so now we will select the basis also. 30 liters per second of weak liquor flowing to the absorption tower is the basic. So now first we will calculate the mass flow rate of weak liquor. So how we will calculate the mass flow rate? To calculate the mass flow rate, we have to multiply it into the density. As the specific gravity is already given, so the density is 1000. Okay, so now here we will multiply it simply by the density and we will get the mass flow rate. Okay, so it is equals to the 30 kg per second. Now the mass flow rate is in kilograms per second. So now the SO2 entering the tower with weak liquor is equals to the 30 into 0.005 which is equals to, see here, this it is 1% in the out and 0.5 by weight is in coming into the system with solvent SO2. So here we can easily write the SO2 entering the tower with weak liquor. I have drawn this diagram so that you can easily understand what is going on in the system. So 0.5 weight percent SO2 is coming with solvent here or the weak liquor here. So we can easily calculate the SO2 which is entering the tower with weak liquor. It will be equal to 30 into 0.005. So it is become 0.15 kilograms per second. Now we will calculate the SO2 which is leaving the tower with concentrated liquor. It is already given 1% by weight. So now we will calculate the liquor free sulfur dioxide, liquor free of SO2. So the SO2 entering the tower in weak liquor minus the SO2 leaving the tower with concentrated liquor will be equal to the liquor free of SO2, and it is equals to 29.85 kilograms per second. As we have taken the X is the kilograms per second of SO2 in concentrated liquor leaving the tower, then how we will calculate the value of X? We will calculate the value of X in this way: X divided by 29.85 plus X into 100. So in this way equals to 1, and in this way the value of X equals to 0.303 kilograms per second. So up to this I think it is clear to all the students. It is very simple. I have drawn diagram again here to simplify the calculations for SO2. The SO2 which is leaving the concentrated liquor and the SO2 entering the tower with weak liquor, we will calculate liquor free of SO2, and then we will calculate the X value in kilograms per second. Okay, so now SO2 absorbed in the liquor. How we will calculate the SO2 absorbed in the liquor? So the SO2 absorbed in the liquor will be equals to the 0.302 minus 0.15, which is equals to 0.152 kilograms per second. But the answer is asked in kilomoles per second. So we will divide it by the molecular weight, and the molecular weight is 64. Okay, so we will get the answer in kilomoles per second, which is equals to 0.0024 kilomoles per second. Okay, here 64 is the molecular weight or molar mass of the SO2. So now the answer we are getting in 0.0024 kilomoles per second of SO2 which is absorbed by the liquor. Now we will apply the material balance for SO2. So how we will apply the material balance for SO2? The SO2 which is removed from the gas stream is equal to the SO2 added in the liquor. So easily we have value 0.0024 kilomoles per second. We have already calculated it. Okay, so the SO2 absorbed in the liquor is equals to the SO2 added in the liquor. Okay, now we will calculate the value of Y. As we have chosen Y is the kilomoles per second of SO2 in gas entering the tower, so then we can easily calculate the value of it. It is equals to 0.7 Y equals to 0.0024 and Y is equals to 0.0034 kilomoles per second. So we can easily calculate now the value of SO2 content of entering gas, and it is already given 15% by volume. Now it will be equals to the 15% by mole also. Okay, so here now we will calculate the molar flow rate of gas entering to the tower. Okay, so it will be equals to 0.0034 divided by 0.15, and which is equals to 0.023 kilomoles per second. So it is asked in the question. We have to calculate it. Now we will come on how we will calculate the volumetric flow rate of gas entering to the tower. Because molar flow rate of gas entering to the tower we have already calculated. It is equals to 0.023 kilomoles per second. So how we will calculate the volumetric flow rate of gas which is entering to the tower? For this we have to write equations in terms of temperature and pressure. So as we know that PV equals to nRT, so we can easily calculate the volume from here. Volume equals to nRT by P, where R is equals to 0.082 meter cube atmosphere divided by kilomoles kelvins, and T is already given in kelvins, 308 kelvins, and N we have already calculated the molar flow rate. N is the molar flow rate of gas which is entering to the tower, and we have calculated it equal to 0.023 kilomoles per second. So by putting all the values we will calculate the value of the volumetric flow rate of gas which is entering to the tower. So it is equals to 0.389 meter cubes per second. So it is very good question. All the concepts are clear in this question, and it is very good example of absorption column calculations. So now we will proceed to next question. So now we will apply this concept into the another question. Question number 2 is acetone is recovered from acetone gas mixture by using packed bed column and water as solvent. Feed of gas mixture contains 20% of acetone by weight. Gas mixture leaving the column is 5% acetone. Find the percentage of acetone which is absorbed. Okay, so everything given in the question I have written on the block diagram of absorption column here. So first we will select the basis. Here basis is the inlet gas mixture which is 100 kilograms per hour. If the gas coming to the system is air, then it is given that the 20% is acetone. If 20% is acetone, then quite obvious 80% will be the air. So here 20 kilograms per hour of acetone and 80 kilograms per hour of air. Okay, so in the outlet stream, in the out gas, acetone is 5%, then 95% is air present. Okay, so see the system here. What is the feed? Feed consists of acetone plus air, and water is the solvent here. Okay, so acetone is absorbed here. Acetone is absorbed by water and air is separated. So this is the basic concept behind this question. So now let us consider G1 is the amount of air in which is coming in to the column, and it is in kilograms per hour, and we have already taken basis 100 kilograms per hour. So we have the value of G1, and G2 is the amount of air out in kilograms per hour. Now simply applying the material balance on air, because air is the tie component here. So air in equals to air out. So as we have already the value of G1 here, okay, so G1 it will be the 80% of G1. Okay, so we can easily write is 80, okay, 80 kilograms per and it is equals to G2 into 95%. So 0.95 into G2. So with the help of this material balance on air, we can easily find out the value of G2, because we have already the value of G1 100 kilograms per hour, which is the basis also. So then the acetone at outlet, we can easily calculate the value of acetone at outlet, because the 5% of acetone is present in the outlet. So it will be the 5% of 84 kilograms per hour. So easily we can calculate the value of 4.21 kilograms per hour. Okay. So now we will calculate the percentage acetone which is absorbed. So to calculate the value of percentage acetone which is absorbed by water, it will be equal to the acetone in the inlet minus the acetone in the outlet, divided by the acetone inlet into the 100. So acetone which is coming in is the 20%, it means 20 kilograms per hour, and acetone out, we have already calculated it, 4.21 kilograms per hour. So now after putting all the values, we will get the percentage acetone which is absorbed. It is equals to 78.95%. So student, it is very simple calculations on absorption column. Okay, so here I wind up this lecture. If you like this video, please share to your batchmates. Okay, thank you so much for attending this lecture. Have a nice day.